There we go. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? It's Monday, so this is what I do. This is Casual Racing Mondays, and this is, as you may have seen last week, this is a new thing I'm trying to do. Bit of streaming while I'm playing, and while I'm playing with all my friends here on Xbox. And this week we are racing hypercars, as you can see from the beautiful Bugatti Chiron on the screen. And people are currently going into the lobby at the moment, so I am trying to. I'm going to explain a few of the cars here as we go along, just so you have a rough idea of what we're racing. So these are some of the most popular cars in the world. They make. I could do this better. I know I could do this better, but all right. These are hypercars. They're some of the fastest cars in Forza. One example, they usually hit either really high grip levels, really high speed levels, that kind of thing. I wasn't too happy with how I was driving last week because I was getting used to driving and talking at the same time. It's very difficult. So I actually put in a little bit of practice this week. Shame on me for practicing for Casual Racing Mondays. But anyways, while we wait for people, I'll just explain very quickly some of the options that I was going through and what car I eventually settled on before we start racing. So there's quite a few viable options in here. So you've got your famous quote-unquote holy trinity of hypercars. You've got your McLaren P1, you've got your Porsche 918, your Ferrari FXXK. But they're not always the best options to use. Like in Forza, for example, grip is very important. But also, it's a case, it depends on track. Sometimes grip is important, sometimes power is important. Sometimes you can have too much grip because you'll understeer at high speed, which is not good, especially in a racing environment, where a car that's very good at hot lapping is not always good at racing because you need agility. So one car, as I go into sort and then sort by manufacturer, that's a lot easier to find the cars that I was trying out. So the first car that I tried out was the Pagani's on the Cinque, which is this one here. And there's a bit of a livery bug on the screen at the moment, not nice. But that's just a Forza thing at the moment because I'm in the rental car screen. But this car is very fast. It's got great lap time potential, but I found that it was understeering a lot at high speed, so it's very difficult to drive. Especially when you're in a racing scenario, which we're going to be shortly, where the traffic is very difficult to manage and you need to be able to make sudden maneuvers just to take care of any incidents that come up ahead. So that was my first option. My next option, I believe, was a Lamborghini. Yes, it was the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, another very popular car in this division. This car's main performance benefit over other cars is its rapid acceleration. It's all-wheel drive, which gives you a very good launch, but also gives you a very good power delivery through the corners. I found that as well, but I found, like the Pagani, it was very difficult to drive at high speed because you've got that high speed understeer, and especially with my driving style where I push very hard on the steering, it tends to push the car more, which in some tracks tonight is not going to be a good thing. Third option was the Aston Martin Vulcan, which was the car that I had previously used in this division before. It's fun to drive, it's very loud, it's got a lot of grip. It's more neutrally balanced than the other two I was talking about, but it's also got some difficulties, and ultimately I did find the car that I really want to drive, and that is this one right here, the 2014 Ferrari FXXK. As you can see, it's got a design in it. It's one of my own that I made at the start of this game's release. I found a really good tune for it on the storefront. I'll show you the name. It's there by Lowrider with all the O's and zeros. You'll be able to. I'll just leave it up there for now while I talk through this car. And it's a it's a very well balanced car. It's not got the absolute pace of the Pagani or the Lamborghini, but what I found when I was driving it this week was that it's very agile. It's a very sharp point and squirt car. Goes right into the corners, which is exactly what I want. Hi Midland, how are you doing? And it's a it suits my driving style. I played it. I did a little bit of multiplayer this week, and it turned out pretty well. But overall, while it's not the fastest car, it is the one that I like the most, and it's very good in traffic, which is very important here when we've got a lobby of 22 drivers, which is fantastic for hypercars. And we've got, who do we have in this lobby at the moment? We have AX, he's one of the regulars. GTR Taisky, he hasn't raced in CRM for a while. He's very busy over in the Forza GT hoppers. Normally, 40 Bread, he's a regular. Crimson, Jular the Greek god of tuning, as we say. That's a very nice Red Bull paint on that car as well, I do have to say. Hertz Donut doing a fine job. I remember Hertz as a painter from Forza Motorsport 4. Level Snorter, recent addition to Casual Racing Mondays, and he's learning his way up. He joined a few practice lobbies during the week. He's getting better at this as well, which is always good to see. Checo's our man from Mexico. Again, another relatively new guy, but he's been learning every week and getting better and better. Master Phil, one of the faster guys in the club. Family Dude, one of the faster guys in the club. He recently joined Team SVR. I don't know what the SVR stands for. He'll tell me in the comments. But he's trying to get. He's at that phase in life where he's trying to get into serious Forza, and I can see, and he's really improving. He's really hard to keep up with as well. I was editing some videos recently where I was battling him, and I just realized how much faster he's gotten in the last few months. It's really impressive. Gebroken as Neon. Yes, I got that name right first time. Shows up every so often, doesn't speak much, but he's another good, solid, clean racer. We've got Dennis from the Netherlands, who's our meme lord in the Discord server. Always making jokes, as you would expect. Somber Dash, another regular, very welcoming to new people, which I always appreciate, with a very wild Lamborghini Veneno today. Solar Lord Bro, Solar Lord Bro, he's another regular, and in his P1 in the classic McLaren orange colours with his gingerbread man design driver gear, which certainly stands out whenever he'll make the podium. Lithium, he's been around CRM since the beginning. He's a regular over in GT Planet. He runs the time trials over there. He's also pretty good. Slav is another regular. He every time I race, he sends me a message in on Xbox and was like, "Hey, I want to join. And he's a good player, so that's always great. Joseph is driving an Aston Martin Vulcan, and it looks to have a Patronus design on it. I'm sure I'll be seeing that a lot because we're normally pretty close on track. He's got a tune by Slavsvella, who's always able to create very good tunes for S, R, and P class cars. Widow has connected. Hello. Snooty. Whoa. Snooty always brings the dazzling cars. There's a tradition in CRM called the Snooty Special, where he'll find a car within a division with the lowest PI possible, which is normally absolutely hilarious. We could be driving like cars like these, and he'll find something that's like B class, and it's really slow. And his challenge is just to make it to the finish. And sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't, and it's great. Nearly at the end of this list here, we've got Rob. He's another regular. He's been around since the beginning of CRM. Good painter, always up for racing. I met him at the Forza World Championship Finals last week. That was last month. That was a lot of fun. Mesosphere, he's streaming over on Twitch right now, so you might be able to hear some of the banter from the Discord chat that I'm in right now. I'm on push to talk because I'm focusing on you guys. So, but you should hear those guys a little bit more. Over there, it's a little bit more mature because I can't control everybody. But Mesosphere has been a great supporter of CRM. He's been streaming our races forever, and I'm learning a lot from it as well, a lot from what he's done as well, just getting new to this whole streaming thing. And we've got Skolzy. Skolzy, I've been racing with him for ages. Another solid, reliable guy with the painting skills. Not on this car in particular, but if he's got any other cars today, I'm sure we will see a good job of those. Slaps, the tuning god, is in here as well. The other tuning god, I should say. Dennis is flashing the ready button. Yes, I will get ready. I can see you in chat. And Widowed is our final one. And while I wait for them guys to ready up, I will just give them a message very quickly. Hey guys, hey, Widowed, can you ready up, please? If I can get Widowed to ready up, we will be good to go. Fantastic. I'm sure he'll hear it through message stream. He's not in Discord. Oh, fantastic. Show Gamertag. Oh, he's ready. He's ready up. Okay, let's go. And all right, here we go. This should be a fun one. I forgot to say hello to everybody in chat. We've got Cube Jam, Midland Zeta, Dennis, Cube Jam again, Pompey, and Snooty's here too. But less yapping and more lapping. Let's go. Already a good start. Well, I was going to take the left, but Solar's obviously got a much better start than I have. Rob on the left, braking hard into turn 1. Just about make it. A little bit of contact. Well, these two squabble it out. I'll take this place. You can see immediately what I was saying about the Ferrari, where it's very pointy. It can just dive in really quick. Gets good turn in. Missed my braking point. Thanks for the compliments on the paint, Cube Jam. It's one I did at the start of about a year ago. I saw the Etihad Airways airplanes and thought that would look cool on this car because the rear wings of this car make this thing look like a fighter jet. It looks amazing. 5th place right now through the start phase. Up to turn 9. Not flatten this. Well, not with a line like that anyways. Dennis in 4th. He's our next target. Yes. Cube Jam, you did mention about the Elite controller. One advantage I find, and I'm going to enable it as soon as I get on the straight, are the trigger stops. If you configure it in correctly for your brake trigger, and you activate the trigger stop, you'll almost never lock up. If you configure it just right, just under 80% threshold. As I get to the straight now, and there's an opportunity for a place as Family Dude goes wide. So I'll hit this. And now the amount of travel in my trigger is more limited. So as I get down to this braking zone, you will look at the red mark on the bottom right of the screen. I'm pressing that down. It immediately goes to the optimal brake pressure for what I've configured. No lockup, and I don't have to think about braking as much. I can just focus on it. Hey Platfoot, how you doing? Yeah, there should be space. We've got one left. You're on my friends list, so you can just pop straight in. You don't need an invite. As I race your Dutch buddy up here in 3rd place. Assist-wise, I am running pretty much everything off. I run normal steering because I'm on a controller. I don't really like sim steering. I find that more of a preference thing than anything else. I do have to admit, one thing I did find with these cars is that a lot of concentration is required. So trying to talk and drive with this car in particular is going to be difficult. As you can see, I nearly missed that braking point. But I'm running with all assists off. And I've not run the racing. I don't like running a racing line. I make the joke that I've been playing racing games since before the line was a thing, because I've been playing since Gran Turismo 1 back in 1998. Actually, my first game was Formula 1 97, when I didn't even own a PlayStation at the time. But then I got into Gran Turismo, and that led me to learning about how to drive properly in racing games. And I've gone through all the Gran Turismos and all the Forzas and everything else. Cube Jam, you're right. There are swappable sticks. I'm also using a custom stick add-on. from, that was a bad downshift, a company called Control Freak. They produce this thing called the Speed Freak Apex, which gives you these two little hooks that go on the top of the analog stick to give your fingers, to give your thumb somewhere to rest, and it allows you to make really minute movements. But the Xbox One Elite controller does have swappable sticks. I use the dome top on the right analog stick because I find that's more comfortable. There's also you can get a taller analog stick for more precision. You've got 3 different types in total, like a family dude right behind me. So I'll just keep an eye out as I go into turn 9. It seems things are settling down a little bit. I've got cars on the inside and I can hear one. So I need to switch back to the external view. I prefer the external view when I'm racing online because I get those peripheral views, and I am getting mobbed by traffic here. I should talk less and drive more, as all of the guys that I know are faster than me get by. So forgive me while I focus. You're right, Cube. I spoke too soon. That's why I need more tea in my life. They're starting to get away from me now. 4 to 8.5 lap. 4 to 8 and 2 corners, Cube. That's where it was. I haven't even been paying attention to my lap times. I've been too busy talking, doing the whole introduction thing. But we are almost halfway through this race already. They are getting away from me though. Alright. Time to go back into bumper cam. I tend to focus more in this when I'm hot lapping. So let's see how that goes. Slide lift of the throttle and flat out down onto turn 10. 6/10 down, not good. I shouldn't have shifted into first there. Something has happened up ahead. Let's see where we are lap times. Gamertag's Neon is behind me, but I think he's a little too far behind. 1:45.6 is my best to a 46.5. They must be in the 44s. Getting a bit of understeer. Need to push on the steering a little bit less. 2/10 up, that's good. Clean lap as well. This lobby is set up so that clean laps determine the qualifying position for the next race. That was a bad downshift. So, clean laps and fast laps are what you need to start at the front. Alright, he's right behind. And he's so close behind that my lap has been dirtied because of the slipstream effect. We'll manage. He's getting closer. I can see the marker now. Oh, bad time to change the camera. Defend the inside line. He goes around the outside. He gives room. He gives room. That's what you want. Good sportsman-like play right there. Which is what this club is all about. I don't care if I lose as long as it's fair and I have fun doing it. It's important to get a good exit out of here too. Can't quite put full throttle, now I can. Does he have higher top end? He does, he does, he does. I go for the inside, there's room, he takes it. And brake. Alright, I'm going to stay in this camera. This is the camera that I predominantly race in. Because while I can hot lap, I prefer to race online because I prefer to be battle hardened through learning all the tactics people use and how to overtake and all that. So my one lap pace isn't particularly great. I mean, it's good compared to the whole Forza population, but compared to some of the guys in here, probably a tier 2 driver. Does seem a little understeery, but I'm also pushing it a bit too hard. But my racecraft tends to be good. Although cars up in this power band, they're a little bit out of my comfort zone. Mesosphere right behind. Checo's is looking for an invite, I guess. He will get that after the race. There we go, tricky section. Admittedly, I did not test this car on this track. I have mainly set it up for Maple Valley. Well, set it up, I mean downloaded a tune from the storefront. But, brake hard. Now, if I'm lucky, I'll get a clean lap. 2 drivers are out. Good point, Cube Jam, good point. We're down to 21. Checo's was in at the start, so he must be 1. I have to admit, after all those guys got past me in lap 3, it's been a bit of a lonely one. Like I said at the start, I'm not as quick as some of these guys, and I'm not as quick as that Pagani up ahead either. Pagani's faster if you can keep it under control, but I can't. Oh, a bit too much curb, bit of oversteer. Got a gap behind. If I can keep this lap clean, that will be good. Because with all these guys battling each other, they're all going to have invalidated laps. Which means I should get a good grid spot for the next race. I'm hoping. I'm also racing manual with clutch because I am too stubborn to change assists. Manual may be faster, but I like to run the hardcore assists because I like to get my times on the hardcore leaderboards as well. Here we go, final lap. And it's not a bad one. And Mesosphere is fighting behind, so I need to concentrate. Mesosphere is fighting behind, so 8th place may be safe, which out of 21 people, and with the caliber of some of the guys here, that ain't bad. I don't always fight for the win in these things. If I get the right division, like if I get the right division, then absolutely I'm in with a shout for a win. We did 90s Formula 1 cars about a month ago and they were amazing. Those are my kind of cars. Way more grip than these. And these have a lot of grip. But we're just going to round this out. 2 to go. I'm not beating my best lap time on this. Congratulations, Lithium. Takes the first win of the night. That was a bad downshift, PJ. Don't do that. And we're safe. Oi. Alright. Let's see what the leaderboards say. 45.5. I mean, look at the quickies there. They're doing 43s. All 43s. 56th in Europe. The record is a 42 in the Lamborghini Sesto. 97. Top 100 in the world with 50,000 people. That's still pretty good. I mean, it's not as quick as 7 of the guys in this lobby, but it's pretty good. Alright, let's go to the hardcore board, because I was yapping on about that. 4th. Excellent. This is the board for no assists. You can see the column on the right. And there it goes. That was a good way to start the game. Good way to start the session. Congratulations, Lithium. Well done. Cube Jam. My favourite time on Forza was the Forza Motorsport 4 Reddit League. We had to create our own touring cars. Went with the Seat Leon. I remember the Seat Leon. That was a good... I don't like many front-wheel drive cars, but I did like that one. I also did race it in... some Forza Motorsport 4 leagues as well. That was way back in 2012. I remember racing with a club called Realish Racing, or at the time it was called Really Rubbish Racing, and it was a fun club that I learned a lot from that. It was a good club to race in. Let's see. Checo's just wants an invite. He's getting one. He is in, hopefully. Here we go. Platfoot needs to get in. Platfoot is in. Fantastic. Let's go to race setup and let's see what the next race on the calendar is. We're going to Monza. Not only are we going to Monza, we're going to the high-speed layout as well. So, Tromanazzi Monza. We're going here. I will accept those changes. Now, of the initial 6 tracks we do, which are the 6 tracks from the same section in career mode, there are 2 real power circuits in this. We got this, and I think we got Le Mans coming up next. I did find a high-speed tune for this car. It's not going to be the fastest tune because the Hennessy Venom is the leaderboard car for this. As I will show you now, I go to here, race setup, leaderboards, should be full of Venoms, look at that. Top 4, all Venoms, they're doing under 130 for the record. 33,000 people. If I can get top 500 in this, I'd be happy with that pace. But look at my lap time. The last time I drove this was 138. It's awful. That needs to be rectified. That needs to be rectified right now because I go to tuning and upgrades. I go to my tunes. There's the tune that I've been using so far. I do like it. It didn't do too well at Catalunya, but I do like driving this. It's good in traffic, and if I can get a better start next time, we shall see that. This one is a power tune, I have been told. So let's load that up. It's a good cup of tea. It's gone cold because I've been spending ages setting up this event. But give me a moment. There we go. Time for the sports bottle. Hi Lucas, welcome to the stream. I'm not good in cockpit camera. I have to admit. I think the problem that I have with it is a lack of peripheral vision. Like in multiplayer, it's very important. It's very important to see the cars on either side of you, because you need to be able to predict going too wide through a corner. You need to be able to predict if somebody's about to hit you, if there's space, that kind of thing. And I find that very hard to do in cockpit view, because by the time you move the stick to look left and right, you could have already hit the guy. And in fact, when I raced back in Forza Motorsport 4, that's exactly what happened. So then I switched the outside camera, where I can see on both sides. That peripheral vision is great. I do prefer bumper camera when I'm driving on my own, but this game doesn't have an overhead radar like Gran Turismo Sport does. And I think some of the PC sims have it as well, like iRacing, maybe even Assetto Corsa, I'm not too sure. Hey Cerberus, welcome to the lobby. I'll wait for everybody to ready up again. Yeah, I prefer the outside camera. One sec. Can everybody make sure to ready up, please? Phil, nearly there. Good. Skullsy. Excellent. That is all of us. Let's go. Yep. Thanks, Cube. I remember you from all sorts. From the Formula 1 subreddit. I think you were on the Codemasters forums for a while, playing the F1 games. Obviously Forza 4 as well. But it would be good to get you in here. The details are in the doobly-doo, in the description down below. We're half an hour in. That's what that means. And I got pole. Fantastic. Ooh, and I got shoved. Welcome boost. Look at that Venom go. They're just leaving me for dust. I am getting swamped here. It's Venom City, but 2 run wide, 3 1 wide. Ah, there we go. Brake hard. Different tune, different brake pressure. Still make the corner. Alright, gotta disable it. Trigger stop. I need more feel in the brakes, it's a bit loose. If I can do anything against these Venoms, that'd be great. Top 10. I'm going to lose places, I know it. Because as fast as this thing might be, it's probably got all the downforce stripped out of it, but the Venom has, what, 1500 horsepower? Something ridiculous. Because even with all the downforce stripped out of this thing, it's still a grippy car and still a bit draggy on the straights. Cube, you might be right, especially if I was in the high downforce tune. I'm in the low downforce one right now. But it's also, this is what the Venom is made for, this track. The Venom is good at one thing, and that's straight lines. You put it in a corner, it'll have an existential crisis. Is one thing, which is why you'll only see these guys break them out here, at Le Mans, maybe Spa, maybe the Nordschleife. Koenigsegg Regera is another one that's rapid. I will concede that, but no room for Widowed in his Venom. Brake hard. Don't brake too hard, because I can feel I'm about to lock it. Widowed, you're not getting by Lesmo here. Nope. You can see the orange arrow that comes up around my diffuser. There it is. It's a proximity marker. It's not always the best, not always the most accurate, but sometimes it helps give a rough idea of where people are. I'm going to stay in the middle, make things a little bit difficult. Quint, I will invite you shortly. Oh, I will also crash into Skullsy. But beat Sombra. Lithium, all the way back there. Normally he's at the front. In fact, he won the last race. but he didn't set a clean lap. That was the most important thing. For this, Sombra, go right. You've got this. And now I've got... Oh, you're in a 918. Ah. So a little bit more power. I said top 10. Top 10 is my target, but at the rate that these guys are flying past, it ain't happening. Look at that. Look how fast that thing is. It is insane. This thing has 7 gears, but it's only geared for 6 in this track. Oh, Sombra's running out of talent on that corner. I'll take it back. And brake under the bridge. And overshoot the chicane. That's the downside. Less downforce also means less braking ability. Because you're not pushing the tires into the ground as much to get enough grip to slow down. But we're doing okay. 10th, got Platford behind me. The gains the drivers are making aren't as massive as I expected for the rest of the field. Maybe all the Venoms are already ahead. Cut that a little bit too much. I've got no feeling in the brakes in this tune. This is a straight line special, I can tell. Well, that's why I downloaded it. There goes Joseph. And there goes my top 10. Bye-bye. Alright, Platford's going to be my main rival for the rest of the race. So if I can stay ahead of him, we're doing good. He's going to be slightly faster on the straights, as I can see, although I braked for that first turn when I probably shouldn't have. Defend the inside. There's clean play. That's what I'm talking about. No contact whatsoever. Sebastian Vettel, eat your heart out. Because that's how it's done. And I'm a little bit faster through the Lesmos. As we come down to Ascari. $50 meters ahead, but he closes up. Oh, bit of wheel spin. That is not good. That's me in the kitty litter. I got that at the worst possible time. Couldn't correct it. Okay, Lucas, you asked for copy primer. Here it is. And suddenly my vision has gone from a 50-inch TV to a 5-inch little letterbox. And there goes Snorter. And the lack of peripheral vision is annoying to me already. But let's see how we do. Oh, it's getting loose. Having to relearn my braking points on the fly here because I don't normally drive cockpit. For not only the peripheral vision, but also so much screen space is used up by the cockpit that it's hard to see on the track. You do get better sound though. You can listen to that whine. Alright, Chris, if there's space, I'll get you in. Ooh, they've cooked it. One has cooked it. Mesosphere has cooked it. That'll make things interesting. But he's in a Venom, so away he goes. Oh, I can hang with him through the Parabolica, but watch this. 3, 2, 1, bye-bye. Look at him go, look at him go. 30 meters, 40 meters, 50 meters, 60 meters. He's in a different postcode already. And Snorter is catching. He's catching at a fair rate too. But he's not going to be within distance here. I need more downforce. I thought this thing would be a lot quicker in the straights without the downforce, but apparently not. I knew the Venoms would be the leaderboard cars for this anyways. But you can see I'm less confident with the cockpit camera than I am with the bumper or the external. Because I don't feel connected to the road as much. There he goes. Alright. Down I go. This is a camera I like. Greater sense of speed. I can see exactly where my wheels are going to go. Clip that. Clip this. 1, 2, 3. Off it now. Much better. And I can see I'm more confident. Slav has gotten by Snorter. Snorter must have overcooked it on Ascari's exit. That's grass. Through the Parabolica. Full power again. Onto the final lap, and Slav is catching fast. He's catching real fast. Look at this, look at this. Away he goes. Bye bye. See you in the braking zone. Alright, just a lift. No braking this time. Oh, the speed gain is much better. He had to brake hard for that, I can tell. 300, 200, 150 brake. Ooh, Snorter's on the inside. I can just saw the proxy marker. He'll get away in the straights. But if I can get by, and it's not easy. No, he's got the power. I can't catch him. Even with a good exit, I'm not getting the boost to get by. I should be able to defend from Snort though. Carefully through here. Very carefully indeed. Bit too much on the right. He's got me on the straight. There he goes. Sesto Elemento. Italian for sixth element. Because they invented some new fancy type of carbon fiber specifically for that car. That's what the story was anyways. All I know is it looks great, it goes great, it's really damn fast. 1 lap left. I'm stuck in 14th. Not a whole lot I can do. Shouldn't have braked for that. I haven't had confidence in this setup. I'm going back to the other one after Le Mans, because I think Le Mans is next. I haven't even looked at my lap times. I don't know if anybody in chat has been checking. I also don't know if I've set a clean lap. I've been focused so much on the track that I haven't looked at the top right of my screen in ages. But we've 12 minutes in. Minute to go and I'm barely halfway on the lap. I have been so low. That must be the best Ferrari, at least. There's a consolation prize. Half a second down, not good. Not good at all. Not gonna catch him. Not gonna catch him at all. predict I'll finish with 5 seconds to go. And then 10, 9, 8, it's going to be 7. 14th. What was my best lap? My best lap was at 36, so it was 2 seconds faster than what I did before, which is good. So I get into chat for a sec. Oh, my Ferrari was slow. Yeah, that Italian track and Ferrari, that I did. The irony is, this was a power tune, or as power as you can get in this thing. So it was so slow. I'm staying to one car. That. Greza, we're at 24 of 24. We're actually full right now. You're just gonna have to watch like the rest of them. Pompey, as I quieten this down, there we go. It is hard to talk when there's voices in your head, I'll tell you that. Not just these voices too, it's very crazy. But, it wasn't intentional, it was a happy accident. I've had this shirt since before I've had CRM. And also I'm sure if I did a Pantone match, this would probably be off, because the CRM colour is slightly pink. Very slightly. As a tribute to Handsome Huber, and also I didn't want raw red. I wanted something a little bit different. Anyways, let's yapping. I need to pick the next race. And I will do that right now by... We're going Le Mans Old Mulsanne, and we're going FM7 as I use the Forza bot to predict the weather. That's good weather. Excellent. Alright, so we go to race setup. We go to Le Mans. There we go. Rain. It's the old Mulsanne, so it's this bad boy. Venom's on the top. Ooh, a Jera with loads of assists. Then the Venom, P1. It's on the big board. Huayras, Agueras. Agueras more than Venoms. That's interesting. Any Ferraris? No, it's the 599. Not really any Ferraris on this. Just the 599. Anywho. We do this, we do this. It's going to be cloudy. Followed by thunderclouds. At 20%. And then dense fog at 100. So it's actually going to be a quote-unquote dry race. Dense fog, dense fog. Accept those and reload. Ooh, Widowed has disconnected. Slaps is disconnected. Ooh. There's 2 invites. It's in the rain, but it's Forza rain, so you know it's probably not going to rain, guys. 23 people. We had 2 drop out. Probably because of like loading in connections and that sort. But let's wait for these guys to ready up while I just check chat. See if there's anything going on. I just need to tell people that it's getting busy in this because we're oversubscribed. we're up to 24 again. So we've had 26 people do a 24 car race, which is fantastic. Now, excuse me while I type down here a second. There, that's that done. Pop you over there. Now, if this is anything like the previous track, I am not going to do well. Now, hopefully, people haven't actually checked the weather forecast and they think it's rain. And I got a message from Quint. That was 16 minutes ago. I already got that message. It was the thumbs up and he's in. Fantastic. Alright, let's just wait for people to... ready up. Okay, ready up everybody. Skullsy, ready up. There we go. Fantastic. That is everybody except for Gebrochenes Neon, who is not in the chat. Don't know if he's on the stream. I will send him a quick message. Show gamer card. Just to get everybody on the road. There we go. Fantastic. Backs out. He's got a clean 5,000 gamer score as well. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I just see there? I saw a roof. I saw the ski box on the top of AX's car. Now that is going to add some drag. That's all I can say. What I can also say is not all drivers are ready. So, and now not all drivers are still ready. So who else is there? We're good to go. Now, I am going to be slow on the straights. I know it. You know it. You've seen it at Monza. All I can do is hope that those Venoms are so fast that they've forgotten how to brake. Right now, I need to be careful on it. Into turn 1. All clean so far. Solar has overshot it. 2 people have gone off. It's like a public hopper. Lies, it's not a public hopper, there was no pile-ups. 3 wide down into the Dunlops. Oh, using the Totino Zawira. The thing I like about the Zawira, look at those. Look at that active aero. It's like Horatio Pagani's playing DDR, it's amazing. It's winking at me, that's what it's doing. Alright, let's see what I can do. There goes a Lycan. Lycan's also pretty quick. This is a straight shot all the way down. All I can do is tuck in behind and hope for the best. And 7th gear. Now I'm just cruising. Hey Shane, how you doing? You might see some crashing in this later on, because we're about to get to the biggest braking zone on the track. I am doing 315 kilometers an hour, or about 197 in miles, and it's an even match between me and Platfoot in the Vulcan. I'm not even getting anything out of the slipstream. Honest, this is what I'm getting from the slipstream. Down to 6th. Any pile-ups? He defends the inside, 2 go off up ahead, 1 goes off behind. That's 2 spots gained. I'll lose him on the straight, I know it. But let's see how we could do against Platfoot here. Because my section of track is coming up. We're going to be on the Porsche curves. first into Indianapolis. A little loose on the brakes. Just about keep it together. Things are kicking off back there. There's your crush. Oh, I hit that. I hit that. You can see the tire go off. But it didn't suck me in. I lost a little momentum, but not a lot. Up to the Porsche curves now. Need to concentrate here. No brakes, no brakes, no brakes. Good, good, good. Brake a little bit. Down a gear. Fourth. This should be flat. This is not flat. This is wide. That's not good. But you look at the distance gap down below. Checo's is in a faster car in a straight line, but I have gained so much through the one grippy section of this circuit. Keep it clean, keep it together. All good, all good, all good. Careful. 342. I bet the Venoms are doing like 330s, 320s maybe. The gearing is slightly different on this. It's a 6-gear setup. I'm used to a 7-gear setup on this car, so without looking at the dash, I'm accidentally shifting down to first every so often. But now I'm in 4th gear, 3rd gear. Slav goes wide. I can hear him going to the wall. He's still there. Ooh. Ooh, that was... Maybe if I'd prefer... I don't know if that was my fault or his fault, but either way, he's going to get by. I'm just going to let him pass. There you go. Away you go. Bye-bye. Because Platfoot is my real target right now. Here comes the Veyron. And there it goes. I am not going to shift up to 7th gear this time. I'm going to keep it in 6th. Because I think I'm going to lose out once we get up here a little bit further. But I'm gaining very, very slowly. I'm getting a higher VMAX now than I was on the first lap. 6th gear is the way to go. And I'm ahead. 150 brake. Oh, too much. I braked too late. Damn. I misjudged that one. Now I gotta do it all over again. And I gotta worry about Rob behind me. But if I stick to the middle, he has to put in the effort to get by. And he does, just about. But I'm going to be faster through here. No contact from behind, that's good. I thought I'd have a sneaky look in. But I've got him on the exit. But the Regera only has a single gear, if I am correct. So it takes a while to spool up because it's got a very long gear ratio, but once it gets going, it gets going. And he's struggling to stop it. Shane, yes, this is multiplayer. This is Casual Racing Mondays. This is a club that I run on Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon on Xbox. If you check the video description, there should be information on how to join and everything else. You probably won't get in to tonight's racing because it's full. In fact, it's oversubscribed. I've got people waiting to get in. They're waiting for a space in the lobby. But you're welcome to join us. It's all about clean, sportsmanlike, respectful racing, a bit of fun, a bit of banter. We all share a love of racing and video games, and that was a good pass by me. and you're welcome to join. The links are in the description, so just check out the Xbox Club, check out the Discord, and I look forward to racing with you. As I break into turn 2, turn 3, there we go. Platfoot has escaped me, but Level Snorter has gone off. Oh no, that's Platfoot. Oh dear. I spoke too soon. I don't know if there was an incident up ahead or what. I am not entirely certain. I'm sure I'll learn about it in the text chat. Or Platfoot, if you wanna, I know you're in the YouTube chat. You can tell me after the race what happened there, whether you went wide or not. But right now, I need you to stay back there and not pass me. But here comes Rob. Here he comes. I'm gonna make it hard for him, and he's gonna just. Bye. I'm not gonna get any slipstream out of this. O'clock. We're an hour in. Got about 2 hours to go. This is normally a 3-hour session. We run 5 or 6 races that I've prescribed in advance. Then there's a bot in the Discord channel that automatically picks races for us after that. And then we finish on the Nordschleife. Although, we finish on the Nürburgring because we're... Oh, lucky me. Lucky me. We finished on the Nürburgring. That's a tradition that was initially started almost a year ago, and now we do it for every Forza Motorsport 7 session. We try these cars out on the Nordschleife in the lower classes and on the full layout in the higher classes, and Solar is just giving up, so that place is mine. But this is the last pure power track for a while. I'm gonna go left. Brake. And... congrats, Jeweler. Now, can I keep these two guys behind me? Rob is going to be faster through here, but... I'm immediately... No. Ooh, I outbraked him a bit too much there. And I am lucky that there are new collision physics in this game, because I was going to be rolling over otherwise. Okay, Platfoot's a final challenge through these corners. 12, 10, 11, 10 seconds left. I need to defend hard. Defend the inside line. Defend it hard. Defend it hard. And... oof, 17th place. 3:39. I was 17 seconds a lap slower than those guys. Oof. Rob, that was a close one at the end. Yeah. Sounds like they're having fun in the chat. It's kind of difficult. Normally I chat with these guys directly. Right now I'm going to push to talk because I'm trying to talk to the camera here as well. So I'm still trying to learn that balance. Figure it all out. I got a lot of feedback from last week's stream. Last week was my first stream, and I enjoyed it very much. It was to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of this club, which has been going on well. We've done about 50 weeks of racing now, which is fantastic. Loads of good people. We've had about 200 people join the club. It's amazing. Love it. But right now, I need to see what the next race is. We're at 23, so I have space. Let me check this once more. Rob, can you hear me? There we go. Yeah, I'm on push to talk, so I might have let go of the button a bit too early. Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting you to brake so early. So I just kind of got caught out into the Porsche curves. I hope it didn't mess up your race too much. Sounds like it was all good. Sounds like it was all good. Everybody's having fun in there. Right, I need to check the next race. The next race is... Ooh. Guys, we're doing a night race next. Race setup. Circuit of the Americas. They are all dreading a night race right now. But that's what they're getting. And they're getting 7 laps of it. Would you accept changes in reload? Yes, I would. Platfoot says, Rob helped you a lot with that slipstream, damn it. I am not entirely sure. Because I found the slipstream effect to be very limited. He was barely getting any speed when I was slipping you for the whole straight. I think it's just I had a better run anyways, out of Tetra Rouge, and that just helped me all the way down the straight. I need to load up my grippy setup, which is this one, which is fantastic. Excellent. Here we go. And now we wait for people to ready up. And while that is happening, I will check the chat. So, Circuit of the Americas. There we go. There's a quick look at it. While I just check very quickly here, see is there anything going on. Not a whole lot in the chat right now. I think everybody's good. We're full again. And now I'm just waiting for people to ready up. Now the tracks should be a little bit more to my favor. But I'm going to down this and then going for a quick pit stop. And we're back. And it looks like everybody... Oh, there's one space in the lobby. Hang on, let me check very quickly. Oops. Make sure all that is not tangled. Guys, you got... Oh, nope. Ignore me. Cerberus has just come in. We're on 24 again. There we go. Cerberus is the last in. Heisley Wilk, good to see you. Thanks for the support. Platfoot, yeah, probably. Got very close at the end, but you can't really overtake through those chicanes. By the way, I seem to be one of the few people in CRM who really likes Coda. I like Coda. I don't like it in every car. There's certain... Ooh, that's a nice Top Cat livery. Bringing back some old Hanna-Barbera vibes right there. Really nice. Well done. I like Coda. Slav has left, and he is probably going to require an invite, knowing him. So I will get that set up because I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I was a little bit too quick there. Hang on. There we go. And get him back in. Yep. Getting the invite in. View profile. There we go. I'll add him to the friends list because he always asks for invites, and well, this is a faster way to do it. So, bear with me 1 second while he gets ready, and he is ready now. I will just send him a quick message here. Excellent. There we go. That is good. So yeah, before all of that went down, I'll pop that there. In fact, I'll explain it once things settle down in the first lap, but I like circuits of the Americas. I don't like it in every car because the first section of the track is very grip dependent, and if you get part of the first section of track wrong, you're in for a bad time for the rest of it. But I find there's a lot of great overtaking spots in this. Good fun. So this is the 4th race of the evening, and it is our first nighttime race. And while oh, no room there. Put the trigger stop on. I see Rob is using my Koenigsegg design. Very careful, very careful. Snort to cut the corner, but that's okay on the first lap. Because I consider that a safety cut to avoid accidents, which I just did myself. Can I go around the outside? No. No. Best wait. The priority here is to not get involved in accidents. This is where you lose the race, it's not where you win it. So I just need to wait, bide my time, pick up any gaps as they come in. Very patient, that's all you need to be around here. Got Slav right behind. And nope, I'm not going to go on the inside because there's so many differing lines here, but I still take 2 places. That's what you want. Let's see how quick these things are. And the answer is not very, because they are much quicker than me. And brake hard. People still getting caught up because the action has not stopped since the beginning of this race. Around the outside, Rob gets a bit ambitious. I take that one. Can I take 2? I'm on the inside for here. That is the most furious battle for 17th place I've had in my life. And I don't mean that in the YouTuber, oh my god, everything's amazing kind of way. That was just really hard. 16th place. Nope. He's going to overshoot. I'm surprised he didn't clout the back of him there, but he sacrificed himself. Oh, big off back there. I think that was Slav in the Ferrari. There's already 2 groups forming, I can see it. I'm nearly at the top of the second group. Hard braking into turn 1. It's been non-stop action since the beginning of this race. But it has largely been incident free, so I have to commend everybody in here for their good play. They set a good example for everybody else in the Forza community. You need people like this. You need people to make less mistakes like that, though. I'll take it. But he goes back. He's desperate. No. 15th. I should be able to take 14th. I've got a little bit of a better run. Snooty gives me room. Fantastic. I need to return the favour. I'm going to outbrake and prevent the switchback. Nope. That corner's mine. Bye-bye. He's catching. The distance marker is going down slowly. Now it's going down a bit quicker. I'm going to defend on the inside. Ooh, oh, he got ambitious there. And again. I got a better line through there. Time to focus. Through the long right-hander. Into turn 19. To turn 20 to complete the lap. And power. .208.1. Let's go for a 207. Let's see what we can do. This lap should hopefully be traffic free. It's not a clean lap, because I was battling the lap before, which has impacted the start of this lap. 5/10 up, that's good. Now we're getting in the zone. As Somber struggles a little bit through those turns. I'm pushing that too wide. Clear gap behind. I'm pulling away from them. Spot the apex. There it is. Bang. I think he's in a Vulcan. And he's pulling away on the straight. Although that could just be us at different phases of the corner. Nailed that apex, good. 2.5 seconds up. We're looking at 150. We're looking at 2:15s here. 2:05s, I think. Because I think I did a 2:08 last time out. Challenge is to find a safe place to pass. Ooh, he gave room. I gotta respect that. But I also went a little bit wide. He's getting me on the straight though. Alright, I'm gonna defend the inside. He is going to take it. Switchback time. No need. He just hands the place to me. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Alright, next car. Grazer, 250 meters ahead. Ooh, sliding a bit much. Ease the tension a little bit. I'm 100 meters ahead through there. Brake hard, nail the exit, nail the exit, nail the exit. Full throttle now. got Crimson up ahead. Bit late on the brakes. 1.3 down. I got a little bit rattled through the first half a lap. I made that one mistake and then I was preoccupied with looking behind. So now I'll cut that corner a little bit too much. Grip. Balance the steering a little bit, don't push it too hard or you'll scrub the tires. Despite all that, I've cut the gap ahead in half. That is good. Imagine what I could have done if that was as good as my best lap. 2:06.2. It looks like I gained a second on my PB in that final sector. So theoretically my best is a 2:04.8. A bit too wide on that one. Need to correct. If you don't correct immediately, you're screwed for the next 4 corners, 4 tenths down. Good. Power on the exit, a little bit wide. As I said at the start of the stream, I like how direct the front end of this car is. It gives me immediate steering response. The only downside of that is sometimes it's a little bit too direct and the back end just kicks out. So you got to be ready for that at all times. Brake hard, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. 8 tenths down. Not good, man. Not good. But I am gaining. On Crimson in his McLaren P1 GTR. On the edge of grip here. There we go. Power out. Excellent. This should be a new fast lap for me, a little bit too wide there. And we are looking at a 2:05.8. And there's room for growth in that. I should get a 2:04.9. He goes a little squirrely on the exit. I did it on the entry, I don't know if you saw that, but I certainly felt it. Much better, much better. That's not my fastest through there. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Brake hard. That's good. He's faster out here. There he goes. But I'm catching. You can see it. You can see the gap is going down. Although right now it's going up. But once we get to the twisties. Missed the apex. Fortunately, did not miss the corner, and I'm only 2 tenths down. Alright, he's giving me room, he's giving me space. I cut that corner for Verstappen style. Shouldn't be doing that, but I shouldn't be doing that either. Naughty BJ. Whenever the race regulation system comes in, I'm getting penalties galore for those 2 corners. But I'm ahead for now, and 1 lap to go, and this is a 2:06.4. Does he go for the dive? No, he doesn't. No room for you. Slight lift. Seven tenths up. That's good. That's very good. To hit my lap time target of a 2:04.9, I need to find another 2 tenths. But I'm pulling away. Excellent. There we go. Power out. All the way down the straight. Oh, brake way too early. I hit the wrong marker board. That's lack of concentration. Still. He's there though. I'm going to lose the lap time. I don't care. I need to keep the position. Drifted a little bit. Congratulations, Jeweler, on another race win. Meanwhile, I'm fighting for P12. And as long as I don't mess up these 2 corners, I've got it. Risky entry there. Very risky entry there. But we're safe. We're safe, just about. 2:05.4, that's not too bad. Good race, guys. 2:02.0! Damn! All the Sestos doing really well up there. Where would a 2:05 have put me? If it was clean, it would have been top 10 in Europe. But it wasn't. Crimson, the only hope I had was that turn 1 move because S's. Because the Ferrari's a little bit faster through the S's than the McLaren. You made a go of it, but I had it covered, fortunately. That was a good battle, though. It's about time we were at a track with some grip, because I was having a horrible time at Le Mans and at Monza. So where are we off to next? Let's check the list. The list says Suzuka. Excellent. Hey guys, we're in the rain again. Heavy rain, cloudy, 20%. So let's... They're talking about sim racing fidelity in the chat. So I go into race setup. Solid being family friendly. Coming back in Discord and broadcast the whole thing. The banter is half the fun of CRM. Platfoot, I agree. The banter is half the fun of CRM. But I'm just trying to keep this thing family friendly. I have my own reasons for it. For not broadcasting it. Mesosphere broadcasts everything because it's all rated I for immature. I love that phrase. But yeah, no, I need to. I wanna create this content in a certain way, and this is the way I'm going about it. In the meantime, I have a message from Chris. Lost connection. Can I rejoin, please? Yes, you can. Boom. There's your invite. And I need to go towards Suzuka circuit. And we are doing 6 laps. In the rain. Advanced. Options. And it is going to be heavy rain. Daytona sports car would be fun in these, Crimson. You're right. There'd be good balance of speed and grip. We will see what Forza Bot brings us. Right now, it is going to be heavy rain, and it is going to be cloudy. 20%, heavy rain, 80%. There we go. And AX has given some useful graphic feedback. And it is so wet out there. I will leave that here, leave that there. That is good graphic feedback. AX201 SD1. I will take that on board because I'm still learning this whole streaming thing and what works, what doesn't. I already improved the graphics. There we go, we need to go into the intermission graphic. I forgot about that because I was so busy racing and talking. But as you can see, the logo is in the bottom right corner down there. And the YouTube watermark kind of covers it if you're on full screen on desktop. That's a thing that I will change for next week's stream. That'll go top left. I am thinking, yes, yeah, that'll probably go top left. But that's something that I can figure out later on. This graphics panel you see right now is a little bit better than what I had last time. I got some really good feedback on that. That I wasn't showing enough of the game window, I was showing a lot of blank space, and these are things I learn over time because nobody gets it right the first time. And this is all a new thing to me. I built my career on written stuff, on written content, a little bit of Photoshop here and there, and I'm trying this brave new world of video stuff to see what works and what doesn't. And hey, it might help me in other aspects of life as well, which would be good. Platfoot, shame to miss you in the Discord during the races, but I totally understand. Yep, well, thanks for understanding, buddy. You know, I love the banter as well, and once we do the Last Man Standing, I'll be back. But I'm just figuring out what works, what doesn't, that kind of thing, and I can still hear you guys a little bit. I turn it on and off every so often just to not have too many distractions, and a lot of multitasking going on, but we are nearly set. Family Dude is picking a car. He's picking a Bugatti Chiron. That's a brave choice for this weather, but it's all-wheel drive, which might help. Now he's picking another car. Greza has bravely run away. He's going to be watching from the grandstands. Sombra, same thing. Greza is spectating this one. He needs a smoke. Well, smoke on, buddy. Smoke on. And I will see you in the next, like, 20 minutes. Well, I hope you enjoy... Hope you enjoy watching this one at the very least. Let's see. 40 bread, just need you to ready up. There it is. Family Dude, just need him to pick a car and ready up. Family Dude, need you to ready up as well. There we go. And we are good to go for one more. He's using a Johnson tune, so it could be good. Johnson's tunes are usually good. He's a good YouTuber as well. You should all check him out. He does some good content. And he's very quick. That's the one thing that you will find when you race against. Platfoot? Yep, that's pretty much the reason for it. I'm just trying to learn what grows and what doesn't and that kind of thing. While we wait for this race to load. I'm still figuring out things. That webcam placement, I'm not entirely happy with it, but I'm moving things around. I'm moving the furniture around every week just to figure out the best thing to go with. While we wait for this race to load. Any second now. Waiting for cars. It's loading cars. It's a long load this time. Probably because a lot of new tuning setups along the way. Alright, who's going to be brave and who has left traction control on? Let's see. I have it off. Joseph hits the wall. I will take that place. Crimson saunters on by. He's all-wheel drive in that Porsche 918. in 8th place. That's good. Suzuka, I love this track. I love racing around here. If you know what you're doing, you can be really quick around here, but I can't be quick with this traffic in the way. Mesosphere had a big moment, and he's lucky he didn't get collected. It's a little hard to see with the spray ahead as well. Quickly dodge Slav in his Ferrari. Now up on Dennis. Through Degner 1. This isn't the time to make a pass. Not yet. He has a little tap with Phil. Inside? No. Maybe outside, maybe line it round. There's gap on the left, I'll take it. Second one? Nope. He's got the power. Skulls got a really bad exit on the hairpin. I'm gonna hold back. He is struggling in that Lamborghini. He is struggling a lot. He's also not running traction control. I can tell. Joseph right behind. He's looking for a way to pass. He's not going to get it into 130 or he better not. Where is the standing water around here? That's the challenge. Brake hard, brake safe. I've got the trigger stop on my Elite controller, so I'm not locking up even at maximum available pressure. There we go. Concentrate through the S's. Ooh, cheeky Joseph. Nope, not there. Round the outside of Dunlop. Oh, that move put me off. Ah. I was doing well too. But Dennis had a little twitch coming out of Dunlop and I overcorrected to avoid hitting him. Oh well. The only damage that was done was to my dignity. So let's... We're not going to do the switchback because Snorter runs wide. Oh, but I'm better on the straight, I can sense it. Ooh! His braking is all over the place. Yeah, that was tough. And he's coming back at me as well. There's no room there. There's no... Oh, he's not going to go into 130 RC. He's going to run wide. No, he brakes really... And he runs wide anyway. Haven't raced with him often on track. It's very... Still analysing his driving behaviour a little bit to see... Everybody has different driving styles. Some like to go for the light brake, some like to go for the switchback. Some are very cautious into corners, some are extremely brave. Once you know this, after you race with somebody for a long time, you tend to build up a scrapbook of knowledge to pass people. I haven't got that on him yet. A few other guys here. I could race against them blindfolded. Actually, that's a bad idea, kids, don't do that. Avoid that water puddle on the right into the S's. I had good pace at the start. So, and things are very close. Look at that group of cars up ahead, and they're fighting. Because they're going too wide through some of these turns. I can see the cones flying. My car's off and two cars are off. Take this one, take this one.
Brake hard, 5.8 seconds up on my previous lap, because my previous lap was the dud where I hit the dirt. Brake hard, brake hard, brake hard, first gear, quick turnaround. If I can catch back up to Dennis, I'd be happy. Because that's where it was before the incident. Platform goes wide, I follow him. Just watching the car ahead instead of watching my my turn-in points and my apexes. That's something you got to be careful of when you're following people in traffic. If you follow a car too often, you'll go where they go, and if they make a mistake, you'll make a mistake, and that's not good. I'm missing my braking points right now. There we go. Now we're talking. I love driving Suzuka. It was one of my favourite tracks in Forza Motorsport 4. I'm really glad they brought it back for Forza Motorsport 7. And it looks great in the rain as well. You get the right car, it feels amazing to drive around. And I have got the right car. Mind the standing water. There's Dennis. It's got a bit of a trolley train going on. Who's brave enough to make the passes in the rain? Clip the inside of Degner 1. No room for Degner 2. One goes wide on exit. I'll take that. Bit of breathing space. Deep inside. Slight tap on the rear of Phil's Aston. It is pretty hard to race in these conditions. You've got all sorts of challenges. You've got standing water, you've got low visibility, you've got low friction. You've got cars with a lot of power and not a lot of rear grip in these conditions, and Dennis runs wide. And now he's going to try and defend. Alright. I'm going to force him onto the inside line and then take the outside. And hopefully he's compromised. Not enough. Ooh. That Bugatti came in at a very odd angle. He must have overshot and tried to handbrake that. Good thing I didn't hit the pit exit, or else I'd end up on an Idiots of the Week video again over on JSR Devon's channel. Check him out too, he produces a lot of good stuff. A recent trend has been people getting stuck in that pit lane entrance, but right now I am getting stuck in this battle. Lap 5, 2 to go. And this is the best I've done all night. Better not ruin it. Also, probably shouldn't go around the outside of him here. Nope. Because he'll twitch here. No, yep, there it is. Oh, I can't see a thing. So much spray getting kicked up. Phil runs wide. Oh, there's a bit of physics wonkiness there as he tags Dennis along with him. Everybody picking their lines through this hairpin. Got Joseph behind, so we need to pay attention there. Oh, quick break. I don't know if YouTube has a highlights feature in the live streams, or at least one that you guys can use, but somebody should please clip this race because this has been great. This has been a great battle. Hey Norbert, how you doing? Yes, I'm the noob. I have had some noobish incidents tonight, but right now this is not one of them. I am getting a run on this. No, I'm not. I don't have the power. Final lap, here we go. Who cracks first under pressure? Right on the rear bumper, right on it. Don't go too wide, that standing water will spin you. Joseph's right behind as well. That's oversteer. Norbert, if there's space, get in here. I think you'll enjoy racing these. Oh, man, I kind of wish this race went on for another 6 laps. Brake late. No room. No room. Oh, he is... I'm too close. If I was further back, maybe I'd get a better momentum out of him. But I had to let off a little bit there, otherwise I'd go into the back of him. Tiny AstroTurf, that'll also spin you. Got a second Ferrari right behind. This is a 3-way battle for 6th place right now. I think Phil is gone. Hit something there. What do you mean I've got a GT race this Friday, Norbert? Oh, the Challenge Auto Series is back. Yes, I may join you for that. Thanks for the reminder. In fact, pop it in the fort. Meanwhile, I need to congratulate Dennis on a very good race. Ooh, Dennis, that was a good race. That was a very good race, man. Oh, God. Ooh, Mesosphere 1, well done. Oh, 7.8, which is excellent. Norbert, can you drop the Discord link in the Forza 7 forum and get a few people to join? Also, apparently I have just done a Forza-thon challenge. That'll get me some imaginary credits, imaginary currency. That is also important in the land of video games. Well done, Mesa. Good job. Also in the Ferrari, well done. That was a fun race. I really enjoyed that one. I should have saved the replay. I really should have, but too many things going on at once. I need to see what the next race is. It's going to be... We're at the mercy of the robots this time. So, let's type !FM7 and use the Discord bot that Sierra made about a week ago, which picks everything for us. Okay, our next race is at Indianapolis, which means I also need to get the lap counter up, which is right there. Race setup. Indianapolis. Platfoot? I didn't hear it. I don't know if the guys did. I had the volume down because it's hard enough trying to concentrate on driving and talking without also listening to 20 people having banter. So I'm still trying to figure all that out. But that was good racing, though. I have to commend Dennis on that. There was a lot of pressure, but both trying to attack Phil and also trying to defend from me. That was also really good. And let's see, Indianapolis, as I have my handy lap counter spreadsheet right here. As you can see, loads of values. It all, it's a little thing I set up about a year ago, because I want my races to be around 10 to 15 minutes long. So I did some calculations, and I have numbers for every race course in every class. And what is a good track to do? Let's see. Should we do the alt circuit? I think we should. Because that's got that really tricky overtake section. Yes, let's do that. It's also the least exploitable of the 3 tracks. Indianapolis GP alt 9 laps. There we go. Right now, the discussion in the Discord chat is all about the game physics. I'd love to join that, but right now I have to focus on racing. And also, it's very tricky for you guys when you only hear one side of the conversation. As somebody eloquently put it last week. It sounds like a crazy person talking to pigeons. And not Pompey Pigeon, he's in the chat. Hi. The crazy person kind. So, Indianapolis GP. If we look at the track layout there, this is, I believe this is the MotoGP layout. I'm not entirely certain. It runs the, I think it is. It runs the oval in the proper direction. Formula 1 used to run in the opposite direction. So, very tight, very twisty, complex after turn 1. So turn 2 is kind of a hairpin, 3 is a hairpin, back onto the oval again. And then into a hard left that you need to trail brake through. Then you got the fiddly chicane section onto the back straight. And the rest of the lap is pretty standard from there. I haven't done Indianapolis in a while, so this should be reasonably good. Need to stretch. I've been in a tense driving position for the last 2 hours. There are many different ways to sit down when you're playing games, but I tend to be the elbows on knees, fully focus, get the hands locked in position kind of thing, and just zero in on the screen. Which is hard when I've got this screen, this screen, this screen, and the camera to look at as well. So, multitasking for the win. Joseph is ready. Is everybody else ready? Sombra, I need you to ready up. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Not a long waiting time for this one. But I'm near the front, because I had an excellent race last race. Finishing the top half of the field, which is a rarity tonight. It's a good start off the line. There's a better start from the all-wheel drive Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. And another. And the Aston is back. Very careful through here. You do not want to get caught in other people's accidents like that. I'll take it. I'll take that. Do I know how much this car is costing in real life? Rayquaza asks. I have not tried to buy one, so I'm not gonna I'm not going to give you an accurate figure, but it... I think... Ah, now I remember. Because Top Gear actually mentioned when they were doing a comparison between this and the 918 and the McLaren P1, this costs... Well, it cost new £1 million. But I don't think it's in production anymore, so that value has probably gone up. The Bugatti Chiron costs about 2.2 million. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is reaching 1.5, 2, that kind of thing. But the interesting thing about this car is it's a track day special. And Ferrari have an interesting habit with their track day specials, where not just anybody can buy them. You need to be invited to buy the car. So, for example, you need to already own a regular Ferrari FXX. And if you do, you get offered the opportunity to buy the FXXK. And then when you buy it, you don't get to drive it around the street, because it's not road legal. And Mesosphere goes wide. There we go. But you don't get to drive it around the street. It's not road legal. It's a track day special. Ferrari actually keep the car for you, and you get to... But you get to tell them at any point in time, hey, I'm going to drive on this track. Can you bring the car? Can you bring a team of mechanics? And they'll do that for you. So this isn't... You're not necessarily buying this... There goes another car. That's another Lamborghini. They are really having trouble on the road here. But, so you'll spend £1.5, £2 million. And you don't even get to drive the car in the street. Unless it's like... Unless you do... I'm sure there's some times you will get to drive it on the street, like for a show run or something, but you're not exactly going to be going down to Tesco's and picking up the groceries in this, as fun as that may sound. But it's primarily a track day special. Ferrari, I think it's their Corsa Clienti program. They run track days for these cars, so they'll invite all the Ferrari owners to Monza, tell them to not drift like that, to bring their to bring everything they need to go racing. Ferrari will bring the car, Ferrari will bring the mechanics. You have the track to yourself for a day, and it'll be a really good experience, I imagine. I'd love to do it, but the closest I'm going to get is playing it on Xbox. And right now, I'm playing it rather well. I'm in a very confident 4th place. But there's our rival from Suzuka right behind. Don't hit those tires, PJ. Be careful. Less yapping, more lapping. He's on the outside. He's thinking of the outside. He's not going to switch back, is he? He is. He is. I overcooked that. I got defeated by my signature tactic. There we go. Blip the throttle and run. Nine laps. Long ways to go yet. Oh, that's a bad entry into there. Just about missed the wall. I knew I turned in bad. I had to overcompensate to get back on track. I nearly hit the wall there. Mesosphere is going to think about the outside. Also, look up ahead at Dennis. That was an amazing pass around the outside of turn 1. I'd applaud, but my hands are busy trying to catch up. So, on the grass. 2 behind. Nope, that line is not yours. Oh. Give room to try to switch back. Oh, a little bit of lag. You want to be careful there. They have got me beat. The Lamborghini is one of the faster cars in this division. The Ferrari's good, the Aston's good. the Lamborghini's a little bit better, but I really like how this Ferrari drives. Oh! I got air on that curb. That was bad. That was real bad. That's going to screw me over all the way down this straight. I'm going to lose out to one Aston. I'm going to lose out to two Astons. 5 laps to go. I'm just dropping down the order like a stone here. There we go. Can't drop any further, hopefully. Rob is 400 meters behind. But I shouldn't be looking behind, I should be looking ahead. O'clock, 2 hours in. We've got probably 3 races left. We'll see how it goes. I normally like to start the Nürburgring race around 10:30 UK time. That's better. Cut that a little bit too much again. And relax. There we go. 3/10 up. 31.6. That's good. Third gear was not a good idea. It is now, though. Much better. Careful. Just a quick reminder, if you are in Casual Racing Mondays, the poll for next week's division is still open. Norbert says I was wrong. What was I wrong about? Was it the cost of the Ferrari? If it was, please correct me, because a little bit more car knowledge. And cut 2 corners, that's naughty. Don't do that. Oh, I was wrong about that. Somebody pitted. That's unusual. But he's also a lap down, so whatever. Not sure who it was. Norbert, I have to admit, it took me an entire evening to find a car I liked. Dual Sesto is understeery, apparently. But that's the thing I find. These cars, to be fast in this division, you do need a bit of understeer. The problem is, you're not hot-lapping here, you're racing. And I think you need a little bit of agility in order to navigate traffic and to navigate the corners, especially on a wide variety of circuits, if you're a guy like me who likes to use one tune on almost every track. Now, it's all well and good if you are like one of the top tier drivers and you can just get out in front. That's an aggressive downshift, that's bad. 2 laps to go. There we go. That's a very bumpy section. It's alright if you're one of the guys who is expected to be starting at the front every race, because you can just run away and hot lap. But maybe it just doesn't suit your driving style. It doesn't suit mine either. I tend to like a slight bit of oversteer rather than understeer. If you want a recommendation, try out the Ferrari I'm driving. It's a little more oversteery, and it's not the quickest everywhere, but in some scenarios it's pretty good. This isn't one of them. Oh, that's Sombra in 7th place. So he must have gotten into some trouble, because he was in a podium spot last time I saw him. Or before Dennis made that amazing overtake on lap 4. And he's losing another spot there to Phil. Right, stay clean. That was a bit of a corner cut, but I'm not one to judge. I cut that corner too many times this race. Final lap. Will it start clean? If it starts clean, I'll try and end it clean, because that'll give me a good spot for the next race. My lap time is consistent. Ooh, somebody's off. It's Platfoot. Now the question, do I go for the clean lap or do I go for the overtake? A true racer goes for the overtake. Oh, that's a jump. Tenths down, not good at all. Let's go for the clean lap. If we get a clean lap, we have a good grid position for the next race. I'm actually going to sit back here. Don't mess this up, don't mess this up. See, it is possible to take it clean and not be an idiot. And we get the clean lap. Well done, Jeweler. .133.0. Oh, that's going to get me second on the grid. Where is it on the leaderboard? Top 20 in Europe. Top 40 in the world. I'm 4 seconds slower than the top guys. Jeweler with third in the world. Well done, buddy. I'm going to save that replay because I need to record some footage for something else. Come on, save, save, save. There we go, thank you. Continue. Platfoot, use the same braking point 8 laps in a row, tried it the 9th time, and you're in the wall. That happens so often during Forza. I get that feeling. I don't know which turn you're on about, but I've had that feeling before. Sometimes the conditions have changed just slightly, whether the tires are too warm, tires are too cold, you hit a bump, something happens. Or sometimes even weird things happen just with controller inputs in the game. And it sucks when it happens. But if anybody out there wants to join, we have 6 spaces in the lobby. We have 18 of 24 right now. And I am going to check the next FM7. Next one is Bathurst. Bathurst is gonna be good. Right, guys, one more race before we do Nürburgring. We're going to Bathurst. They are not happy. They are not happy with what the Forza robot has chosen. But I'm happy, because I love Bathurst. I'm going to die on the straights. This is going to be a real challenge. These guys have been driving these cars all night. Let's see, Greza has left because he has got Vietnam flashbacks about Bathurst. I can tell you, we've had so many good battles there. Anyway, race it up. Go all the way to the left, Mount Panorama. Let me check the lap count. I'm thinking 7 laps. Greza's done. Thanks for having you here, buddy. I know Twitch. I know you tend to live on Twitch, but thanks for coming over to YouTube for today. Platfoot is also spectating. A wise decision, I recommend for some people here. It should be fun to watch though, and you can spectate it from multiple viewpoints, either in game or on your screen right now. Bathurst, 6 laps. Let's see what the chat says. Guys, I don't know if anybody here is waiting to get in, but we've got 6 spots open. Ooh, there's a lot of chat going on. A lot of chatter. I will check later. Let's see here. As I wait for people to get ready. What is my grid position? I am 4th. That is good. That is very good. For me, I'm starting to get hoarse because I've been talking for 2 hours straight. I don't know how some of these streamers do it. I need to develop that muscle strength, I guess. Stay hydrated. High quality H2O. 10:15. This is going to be our last race before we go to our traditional finisher. Nearly everybody is ready. A few people are going for the Venom. It's a risky strategy, but with 2 big straights, I think it's probably the right one because it's going to be so hard to pass on the through the mountain section. Because these cars, you need a lot of track width in order to pass. They're not super nimble. They're more built for high-speed grip. And for high-speed grip, you tend to use all of the track. Whereas if you're in a sport compact or something like that, you can turn just like that. And you have more freedom to you've more track width to navigate with when you're trying to get around cars and that kind of thing. With these, you tend to use up the whole track because you're carrying so much speed through a corner. But I trust these guys to do a good job on Bathurst because they are good racers, they're good clean racers, and that's the whole point of the club. And we've done Bathurst enough times, I think they will be okay. What do we have here? It's a Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It's got a black cat livery. Norbert, if you're still in chat, it looks like Lithium is running a tribute to you today. Skolzy is still choosing. Dennis is still choosing. Dennis is ready. Good. Pulse to countdown. Skolzy is stuck. Skolzy is stuck. Hold on, Crimson, let me check. So Skulls, are you able to ready up? Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, you're gonna have to back out. I think you're screwed, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go... I'm gonna have to go without you, man. Yeah, it looks like Skullsy is... it looks like Skullsy is having a little bit of technical issue right now, so we're going to have to go on without him because it looks like it's something he needs to reset his console for, unfortunately. Oh well, let's see how this goes. "19 drivers waiting for cars. And we're good, and I should be starting up near the front, and I am. I'm in 4th. Somebody bravely runs away. No. Stay safe, stay safe. 3, 2, 2nd place. Clear, safe, excellent. I'm going to get swamped on the straights immediately. There goes Lamborghini, there goes the Venom. Everybody else is clear. Oh, the Venom is coming, the Venom is coming. I miss my braking point. No, Dennis. You're not taking that. You're going to have to wait until we go down the back straight. Up the map we go. Maximum concentration. They will get by in the straight. Dennis will also get by on the straight. I am certain of that. I'm good through the mountain. I'm not good off it. I'm going to stay in the middle. He's going to have to choose, and away he goes. But P5 after the first lap, that is not too shabby. That's the thing. You're in a faster car, you need to brake earlier, and I need to not look at chat while driving. Let that be a lesson to everybody, don't text and drive. Crimson behind us. Crimson will be fine. Dennis is rapidly approaching, but I need to force him into a decision here. He'll get by. He's got the power. Look at that. Now it's my turn to chase. I felt a little slowed down through the mountain there, and that allowed Crimson to catch up. And now he's got slightly better top end than me, so I have to deal with that. Hey, Dennis made the corner this time. Got Lithium behind in his Black Cat livery. He's in a Lambo, he should pass. I'm going to defend. There's no point in defending, he's got way too much power in comparison to my Ferrari, so he is going to pull away on the straights. Up, 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 up. There we go. I've only got two hands, need to make a decision. A bit of a throttle. I was maybe a little too ambitious through that turn. This is the toughest stretch of track I've done all night. So apologies if I'm not talkative through it. And relax a little bit. 2.9 up. Oh, he's had a big one. He has had a big one. He is out. I may not see him for the rest of the race. This may end up being a lonely finish. That is a tough corner to get right. You're at the highest speed you could possibly get on this track. You're turning right, the left hand side of the car is fully loaded, the right hand side is teetering off the ground, and then you go straight into a hard braking zone, and if you get that wrong, well, you see what happens. It's happened to 2 people so far. Up the mountain we go. Slight lift. Don't hit the wall. Another slight lift. Didn't even brake that time. Excellent. 4/10 up. Power, power, power. Safe. Love this part of the track. It's the ultimate challenge. How brave can you be? Both uphill, downhill, against the walls. I may not catch the cars ahead, but it certainly feels good to drive. Now, lap 5, I need to concentrate. 6/10 up, that's good. Lap 5, I need to get a clean one. Because a clean lap could mean pole position at the Nürburgring. Brake at the Fujitsu sign. Eat off the brakes a little bit. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, we still haven't decided what we're racing next week. If you're in the Discord, check the announcements channel. There is a poll up at the moment for what cars we're going to be driving next. They're going to be a little bit slower. We're looking at D-Class and E-Class in Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Horizon 4. Last I checked, it was the Cult Cars division in Forza Horizon 4 that was winning. So that's all those little oddballs like the BMW Isetta, the PLP 50, the Reliance Regal Supervan, the PL Trident will be out next week in that game. And Racing in Horizon is a little different to Motorsport because it's team-based. But with this group of people, it is still a lot of fun. And this lap is clean. I need to keep it that way. I'm not going to get 4th place. I'm not going to lose 6th place either. I'm going to stay right here in 5th. That's good. 2nd down. That's not so good. Nail the braking zone. That's good. Oh, 4.1. 2.17. I can get into the 201s. I need to just knuckle down here. Not make any mistakes. 2/10s down. That's not good. Brake hard now. I've driven this plenty of times. I know my reference points. When you race without the racing line, you pick up little reference points as you go around. Like as soon as you pass a certain advertising board, as soon as you pass a certain tree, sometimes even shadows on the track. Don't be careful with that because shadows are not consistent. You hit the brakes, slight lift, safe. Ah, I hit the wall. Alright, this lap is dirty. Oh well. Like here, brake at the sign. Then release. Brake it out a little bit. Don't brake here at all. Just let gravity do its thing. 3 cars behind. But 5th place should be safe, as I said at the start of the lap. Oh, 4/10s up as well. That could have been a good position for Nürburgring. Mesosphere wins another race. He's been having a good run tonight. Brake hard. Excellent. Fifth place. That's reasonable. Let's see what the lap times look like. 57.0. Wow, 57.0. Oh, they're all in rockets. Fastest Ferrari even? No. Sombra had a 2:03.6. Yeah, I wasn't competing with those guys. Not a chance in hell. 56.4, 57.7. I see. Well done, Mesa. You've had a couple of wins tonight. 57s. I mean, yeah, I wasn't getting that in the Ferrari. Not a hope. Oh, I had a... Yeah, speaking of dirtying laps, I was trying to get a clean one there on the final lap. And I didn't even hit the wall. But I must have put like a wheel over the white line, like just at the top of the hill. That very fast left-hander. I forget the name of it, but it dirtied my lap even without hitting the wall, and I was annoyed at that. But we'll see how it goes. Got 2 laps of the ring. And that'll be the final race of the night. Yep, it's 2 because we're in R class. We will do last man standing afterwards. Chat seems to be winding down as well. Let's see. Same happened to Platfoot. Otherwise, you're 2-0. Oh, that would have been a very good time, Platfoot. Although I think a lot of people set dirty laps in this, so you might be all right. Let's see what the grid says. Let's see what we've got. Grid order. I am okay with that. I will start in P5. Although by the time we get down to turn 1, I will have lost 1, 2, maybe even 3 places. Because I've got 2 Lamborghinis behind me, and they have an all-wheel drive system. So they will be flying. While I wait for everybody to ready up, I need to make another quick pit stop. So I will be right back. Nearly ready. I think we've only got 1, maybe 2 people left ready. We still have 17 people towards the end. This is good. We have a quick check to make sure nobody is trying to get it in. It looks like everybody's doing alright. Waiting for host to launch. That's me. Final race. Final race. Good luck, everybody. Try not to die out there. And as predicted, there go the Lamborghinis. And a very brave Norbert. Ooh, there's some argy-bargy up ahead. This first part of the lap is where the positions are being made, because once you get onto the Nordschleife, things get difficult. Ooh, you gotta give me space, buddy. You gotta give me space. I'm not giving this up. Neither is he. Cars are going off everywhere, but that has worked out well for me. I was on the right lane for that one. P6. That's okay for now, but there is a big gap ahead. Blip the throttle as you go down. Good exit out of there. Now onto the Nürburgring Nordschleife. And that's not a good way to start it. Alright, now in the zone. Here we go. Love doing this in bumper cam. It feels so fast. Mess it up ahead. He is going to be quick. I am not going to go flat through this corner, I know that. He is a rocket on the straights. As we get into the braking zone, I catch a little bit and then go again. This is going to be non-stop, concentrated driving for the next 4 minutes. Because there is no long straight, pure straight without any steering input. Until we get down to Donningerhöhe, which is the massive straight right beside the Autobahn. Sounds like Norbert's met his nemesis, the Nürburgring again. The Nordschleife. Just like last week. Sorry to hear that, Norb. Lucky me. You're right, Norbert. Not a lot. These cars do not want to turn in unless you aggressively tune for it. Which is what Lowrider did to this FXXK. Oh, bit wide, bit wide. Got all sorts of loose there. Right now, the goal is to keep this speed up and basically hope for mistakes up ahead. I have not chosen the best car for outright performance tonight, but I like this Ferrari too much to go into anything else. This is fun to drive, it looks great. And I'm still doing reasonably well with it. I've had a few top half finishes. I think Suzuka was my best race. Suzuka was a lot of fun in the rain. I really wish I saved the replay. Ooh, oh, we have a spinner. Hey, Genevieve. Nice to see you. You caught us on our final race of the evening, but you can always, through the magic of YouTube, scrub back and look at some of the earlier races as well. I recommend Suzuka, that was a really fun one. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy what you see. Hey Hypercar, nice to see you. Same deal, the video will be archived and you can scrub back as well if you want to see some of the older races. Good to have you here. If you want to race with us next week, you are more than welcome, although last I checked we might be racing in Forza Horizon 4 next, so I'll only have 12 spaces in the lobby and not 24. We had 24 for most of our races tonight. It's kind of naturally dies down after people, you know, it gets late, especially in Central Europe. It's like nearly midnight now. We're down to 14. But there's always time for the Nürburgring, because the Nordschleife is just so much fun to drive, even when you're not in the heat of a battle. And I have done many, many laps around here. I think the first time I did was in Gran Turismo 4, and if anybody has experience playing Gran Turismo 4, you might remember the mission challenges. And the final challenge required you to perform at a really high level around here in an SLR McLaren. I did that probably 100, 200 times. I remember it being so difficult, it took me like a month to complete it. But over time, I got better at different sections. I got better. It's unlike any other track out there. It's like chapters in a book. You have to get past the first chapter before you get past the second chapter. And you learn it bit by bit. There's like 80 to 100 corners, I can't remember which. Different quotes all the time. And sometimes it's... you just need to get a little bit better at each one. It's like, when you're learning this track, it's a case of, okay, I'm pretty good around the GP circuit. Now I'm pretty good up to the Flugplatz. Next I'm pretty good up to maybe the first carousel. And no, we're not doing the wrong layout, PJ, wrong layout. Less yapping, more lapping. That's what I should be doing. But I love the Nordschleife. It's a lot of fun to drive around. It's the ultimate challenge. You get, and it feels like a real accomplishment every time you get a good lap around it. Because the lap is so long, it's so difficult. It's so narrow. I don't even care that I'm 300 behind and 300 ahead the nearest cars. Because this is one track which I'm happy to hot lap all day. I remember in Gran Turismo 6 there was a persistent lobby set up for ring races where people would quite literally treat it like a track day. You'd bring your cars, do a practice session for 10 minutes, which is usually good for one lap. You can tune your car while you're doing that. Then the host would set up a race, it'd be one lap. You do your very best on that lap, and then you go again, you do more practice, you do another lap, and then it felt very good every time you got your lap times down. So I was like, okay, I did 7 minutes, and okay, I did an 8-minute lap. And then next I did a 7-minute 50 lap, and then the next you do a 7:40, and you feel better and better as you go along. And I know I'm rambling here, but the Nürburgring deserves a bit of a ramble every so often. And I think I should go to the 24 hours sometime. I really want to do this. What I really don't want to do is hit that. Now this race has sprung back to life. Time to really focus. Got Platfoot behind. Shouldn't be too much of a threat. The real challenge is Joseph. Brave through that corner, brave through that corner. I'm gaining on him. 27 meters, 28, he's pulling away. Now the challenge is to find a safe place past, and also to find out where he's weak, because everybody has different weaknesses at the Nordschleife. Mine was that I was monologuing for 8 minutes, and I talked myself into a wall. But that's not going to happen now. That's bad, that's bad, that's real bad. Caught a curb. Unsettled the car a little bit too much. May have been guilty of watching Joseph's line through a corner and then make a mistake. Alright, time to get back into it. 5th is the target, let's see if we can do it. Don't even have time to pick up a drink. That's flat. Coming up to Platfoot with a risky pass, but he makes it work. He's having a good finish to this evening's racing. Into the carousel we go. That Aston is also quick through the corners, that's one thing I learned. Is there room? Just about, a little bit of contact, but nothing severe. Losing control a little bit. Wheels on the grass. Full throttle through here. If people want to learn this track, I would recommend checking it out in Gran Turismo Sport, because Gran Turismo Sport has an excellent circuit training tool called the Circuit Experience, where it breaks tracks down into individual corners and sectors and challenges you to do well on those before challenging you to do a single lap. So you can learn the different bits at your own pace. If you find a certain part of the track you're tricky on, if you find a certain part of the track that trips you up, like Platfoot just did there, you can run that particular part, do a 30-second, 1-minute challenge, whatever it is, and if you get the gold medal, and the gold medals are actually pretty hard to get, you'll know your way around that section of track. And that's great for learning long tracks like this. Of course, I had to do it back the old-fashioned way back in 2004 with the Mission 34 challenge in Gran Turismo 4. But right now, it looks like Platfoot has got the straight line speed and he's got the slipstream. And he gets by. It's going to come down to who's bravest. Lithium wins the final race of the night. Both of them go by after way too much drag. But I focus on cornering ability. This could all end in tears. Let's see what they do. Lift, 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 brake, brake, brake. Alright, now. Full power. And I'm in the wrong gear. I should have been in third, I think. And that was some good racing. I enjoy that. I enjoyed that very much. Congrats to Lithium, to Mesosphere, and Dennis with a clean lap and 8:11.5, which puts him second in Europe. Go, Dennis. But as I wrap this up, because we are nearly done, I just need to go through a few quick setup things. I'm going to set up the post-event shenanigans. Yep, I'm just going to set up the post-event shenanigans. Last Man Standing is coming next for those that are hanging around. Platfoot, probably my best run here. Make a lot of mistakes, but only a handful this time. Yeah, you did well. There was that one slip up at the end, but I think you were fine other than that. And you had the faster car anyways, so good job you. You did pretty good tonight. Load saved options. CRM. Last Man Standing. Let that load up while people have fun and games. Alright, I'm going to check the poll real quick and see what happens next week. Next week we are racing in LOCK, lock the poll. Next week we are racing in Cult Cars in Forza Horizon 4. So that'll be a fun one. They're slow, but sometimes the slow cars are the best ones for racing and they're a lot of fun. But in the meantime, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for showing up for racing, for all the great battles. Thanks for showing up in the chat. Thanks for watching. Feel free to do all the things that YouTubers tell you to do at the end of their videos. That's all on you guys. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Give me feedback, help me make this better, because I wanna get better at this thing. I want to get better at the whole streaming presentation and managing lobbies and all that kind of thing, because this is a new hobby for me. I'm just trying to get a little bit better at it. And I want to do it well, because I like to do things well. Because nobody likes to do things badly, because that's not fun, right? Anyway, I think we are wrapping up right here. We're just going to have a little mess around here afterwards, and I'm going to jump back into the chat. But thanks for watching, and I shall see you all next week. Farewell.